Hey, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing this brisk morning? This beach, hey, just one and only. School is still in. So I see the students waiting for the buses, the high school students. I thought they would be out this week. I guess starting next week. They're out here in Houston. But I noticed something yesterday, last night in the bushes. I miss all that, all my mods. But I noticed something. People are talking about the gentleman's panel's numbers, and you know, you have to realize that when it's drama, if we got on the panel last night, if we went on last night and we were talking about Five Babe and James Caldwell, there would have been record numbers of people in the chat. We made a conscious decision behind, before we came on, we're not talking about it. People understand we're staying the fuck out of that. I like both people. People on the panel have who they like, who they dislike, and some of us are ambivalent toward it. We're not caring about who's fighting who. We like both people. Stop with this bullshit of trying to make us like we're the fucking mob wives. We're not going to address what's going on between Fi and James. We're out of it. Please understand that. Stop being miserable as hell and want us to fight. And then the one sitting up there talking about the gentleman's panel, you do know that there are people on the panel that are supportive of James 100%. So why are y'all sitting up and making it like it's a battle between houses? And I must tell you this, like I said before, I support Ryder Lives, Babe Nation, House of Treasure. I am not part of those houses. I am Rebel Son. I'm my own person. I'm not a fucking follower. Stop trying to start that narrative. We are not going to be in a part of beef. We're not getting into this beefing. That's not how the gentleman's panel is set up. If it went that way, I would leave the panel if it ever came to that, because I'm trying to start my own brand and, take it from there. That's why I erased that video I did the other day, because that's not me getting on here, just cursing people out. I wasn't raised like that, and I'm not that type of a person in general. Now, don't let the looks mislead you in how I carry myself. I come from a family of fighters that would whoop your ass on sight without even speaking. Who I am as Rebel is I don't do internet beefs and going back and forth yelling. I was listening to my blog sister, Pretty Ricky. Rebel is the type of person that would walk up and on sight start just whooping your ass. It wouldn't even be talking. I was raised like that. If you messed with me, you know what I'm saying? We were raised not to start fights. Don't start fights. Don't bully people. Stand up for people that are being bullied. That's how I was raised. But don't let the smooth taste fool you. Rebel does have it in him to walk up and bust a bitch in the mouth and not think twice about it. But I'm older now. I'm not that person. And these people are miserable. And you know what? Being bosses and bullies, like Pretty Ricky was saying, what's cute about saying you're a boss and a bully? Who does that? You know, it's such an insecurity. It screams, I'm insecure. I'm insecure. It just yells that to the world. Some of us are over people at work. Some of us are in positions that have people looking up to us. I've been to poverty stricken countries. I've traveled all over the world. But again, I don't let that be, I'm not going to hold that over your head, because I can be cool and date someone that's working at McDonald's. Material things don't define me. When you leave here, you be put in the ground just like anybody else. We're all going to be buried the same. Our bodies are going to be decomposing in the soil. So you're no better than you sit on the toilet and shit just like I do. And I'm not going to sit up and I don't kiss people's behinds that are, CEOs or head doctors in the OR. I treat them the same as I would treat a person that's mopping the floor in the OR. The floor in the OR. But, it's ridiculous. You're miserable if that's what you operate on. If you get on here and you attack people and you're trying to just come at people because you feel it's cute, you're miserable. Your persona reeks of misery. It's certain people on here, you can look at their puffy, drug-induced eyes and know that they're miserable, not happy. Hold on. This heat ain't nothing nice. Hey, the real, I'm just saying, the wrench. Mickey, TC, Queen Louise. And you know what, y'all, because I'm at a light, that's why I can look at the chat. Now I'm driving again. But the thing is, they're sitting up and they're talking about the gentleman panel members, and it was hot when it had this person on or that person. No, if we would have had Wally on, anyone else that was drama filled, we would have got more numbers. Period. You know that. People love drama. But the thing is being consistent and keep giving out. We had a really good discussion. The topics last night were really topics that could help people and let people walk away learning something. That's what the topics were about. HIV and AIDS prevention. The stigma behind that. Those were serious topics. The impeachment of Trump. But y'all are sitting up here, well, some of you are just feeding on drama like little rats nibbling on cheese. We're not going to have a panel based upon drama. And I know Brother Jay said he beef for coins and, beefing for dollars. And that's his thing. He does that. I don't beef for dollars. And a lot of the other, for the most part, some of the other panel members are not on that kick. We're not entertaining that for us. I told you guys I started working out with my trainer. So I'm drinking this berry, banana, mango, almond milk shake that I made with my little NutriBullet. Maybe my NutriBullet was in semi-hibernation. I pulled it out, I was like, I hope this damn thing is gonna work, because I hadn't used it in months and months. But, and even with, and I'm gonna have to admit, I keep it real with my people. With Phi, I've met Phi and hung out with Phi. I've called James and talked on the phone with James. So those people are both cool to me. But when I hear anyone say the F word, it makes me cringe. Even if it's not directed towards me, it makes me cringe. And so I want you guys to sit back and think about this. And the thing was, Babe apologized about that. So there's no ill will toward her. But I want you guys to think about this. We can't equate the F word to calling someone B. This is how I feel. Let me say that. This is how I feel. It's almost like, to me, I cringe when I hear the F word just like I cringe when I hear the N word. Because the person I am, I've been referred to as both of those things. So I'm speaking from my experience as a black gay man that grew up in the southern part of the country. I've heard the N word. As an adult, I've heard the F word. They both resonate the same with me. There's no difference. Actually, I think me being called the F word was worse for me because it's being called that by another person that looks like me. And not talking about Phi saying it, but before, when I've been with friends that were more flamboyant, because I've never really been called, let me say this, I've never been, jeered at and called the F word just by me being out in public. But I've had friends that I've been with, and I guess I have been called that because the people knew that they were gay, so they called the whole group the F word. People have been called the N word and there's been death behind it. People have been called the F word and they've been killed the same way. Hear me as a black gay man. Both of those words are disgusting. So, but I understand when people get into it, they may say anything. I support people that continuously support other gay men to say the F word. Because some gay men can be self-hating and call other gay men the F word. So if you're supporting another gay man saying the F word, what does that say about you? Anyone, we got to look at this stuff. Sit back and take note of this. Again, I like both people that are into it with each other. But no one's hands are clean. And I'm not getting into it defending one person over another. Because y'all got to remember, I'm going to use that little emaciated troll, that miserable nurse that get on here. The miserable nurse that makes 6 figures. I don't say his name because she's not important. But she's called other gay people the F word. She's called women bees. What makes it different? What makes him different? Would it be okay if a black person hung around white people? The black person hung around white people and the white people were constantly saying the N word. What if this was a biracial? Good example. You guys may not listen to rock and roll, but a guitarist from Slash, he's in the group Guns N' Roses. He's biracial. His group back in the days had racist lyrics in their song. He's a mixed person that identifies mostly as a white person, Slash. I didn't know he was black for many years. But was that okay? Because he was around whites using derogatory terms for black people. What makes that better? The word is vitriolic. It's not a cool word. It's not cool to call women bees. But women all the time, and men, gay men, call each other bees all the time. Some people wear that badge with honor and say, I'm a bad bee. You the baddest bee around. No one says they're the baddest F word around. That word used by anyone makes me cringe. It just does. Even more so, than the B word. But I'm not going to get on here and dance to anyone's tune again. But subscribers, stop being mindless followers to anyone. If you support someone, tell them how you feel about them saying anything. That goes for anyone on YouTube. You can have 100 and plus subscribe, 100,000 plus subscribers, 500,000. We're grown men. We're not the mob wives. Again, I support both content creators. I don't beef for dollars. So if you're sitting up here and you're hoping to see the gentleman's panel get in the mud and roll around, we're not going to do it. But what people do on their individual channels, that's their own decision to make. Okay, lady. This shake is actually pretty good that I made. I used the berry blend. I know this is just, I've been everywhere with this conversation. But this is the berry drink, a berry smoothie mix I got. Got mangoes, berry blast I think it's called. Mangoes, blueberries, strawberries, peaches, bananas. And I used some almond, soy milk. And it came out really good. But it's crazy. You know, you're sitting up. You're sitting up. You know what, you can disagree with someone, and no one has the right to tell people how they should fight. I understand that. But y'all get all up in arms when Jason or whatever that guy name is and saying he's making racist comments, but he likes black people, but he makes racist comments. Is that any different from saying I like gay people and make a homophobic comment? And I don't think people are homophobes. I think people just could be insensitive to how the word is used. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all will be up in arms, even white people that have hung around black people. And listen to this, put your thinking caps on. A white person that's hung around black people, you still would cringe if they said the N-word. And be honest with yourselves and admit the truth to that. Regardless to them have been, appropriating the culture and they've been around blacks. If they're a white person, hell, in this sector, people were trying to say Ask April wasn't black because of how light she is and having she's being biracial. Just because of her appearance. But Ask April is not more white person, or she's just as black as you and I. She is looked at to me as a black woman. Does that make Tita Talks not a black woman because she said her mother is Filipina, or was? I don't know if her mother's still alive. I don't want to say yes or no to that. But does that make her less black? Tita Talks. People are not going to look at Tita Talks and say that she's not black because her appearance says that she's like another black woman in your family. But she's no more black than Ask April. They both identify as black women. But Ask April's made a comment about getting a ticket and she used her white card, I guess. And I didn't see that, but I've heard it on word, on the street. But to get out of a ticket, okay, yeah, she used her white card. But I wouldn't have been a police officer and thought that she was white, because I would have known that she was black. That's just people that haven't been around other types of black people. And you know what? You shouldn't no one should be disrespected. No one. Gays or black women. And to me, this is not a gay man versus woman thing. This is a content creator versus another content creator. There are some nasty gay men in this sector as well as some nasty women in this sector. Now let's be real and keep it cute. We know this. There are both. I'm not going to say women are against gays, because some women on here have made homophobic, definitely attacked gay men. But you got to realize most of the men in this sector are gay. And most of the people in this sector are women. So of course men are going to get into it with women because there are more women than men. This is not men versus hell. CT was attacking gay men like he was attacking women. He wasn't just going after women. He was calling gay men the F word. SB has attacked gay men. He's called Jay Wilson all types of things. He doesn't just go after women. This is not gay men versus women. This is a particular type of a man that just have an issue with other people. Because these same people getting into it with like with ZT, he's gotten into it with gay men. Again, he hasn't just attacked women. Hell, he attacked gay men that were on the same panel as his pops. He didn't care who he was going after. He was just attacking people. Call me a lie. Tell the truth. You know I'm not lying. But the thing is, does that make a person? Historically, black people are mixed. We're all mixed. I can go back to my grandparents being biracial. Does that make me less black than you? You know what I'm saying? It gets ridiculous after a point, because it's like, who has the right? Does someone that's deep, dark, purple, black have a right to talk about black people more than me? Okay. It's not cool. And again, I know people argue and people are affected. Some women hate to be called B. I understand and respect that. I have friends that love to be called B and will call you B as their friend, because they may look at you, as one of their good duties. But if you don't know me like that, a great comparison would be a white person trying to talk black, or a white person coming up to you saying, "Hey, what's up, my N? What's up?" And you'll be like, "Who the hell you talking to? We're not cool like that." But if a woman could talk to her friends and they could be like, "Hey, bitch, what's up, bitch?" Talking like that. But let her boyfriend or husband say, "Hey, bitch," she gonna bite his head off. It's not the same. I have a coworker that said the N word. This girl has grown up around black people her whole life. Black people in her family, probably more than white people. She has, a biracial child. So she was talking to me one day and she said the N word, Nigga instead of ER. But she was like, let me tell you what she was just talking because she talks hoodish kind of. It didn't mean anything to me because I didn't think she had any ill will saying that. You have to listen to the intonation and how they, just how people say things. Our older black people hated anyone saying that. To me, it's a case by case. I don't generally like it, but I don't think I can't police how people talk. Right. You know, thank you, Davin. Everybody. But the thing is, we have to be careful. Do I think Rick Reed is a piece of crap? Let me say that. But I don't look at Rick Reed as being not black, because I looked at his father, and his father, I guess he's Afro Latino, um, and people can identify as black, even though others may say he's not. Rick Reed looks like a lot of my cousins. So I'm not going to try to take away that man's his racial, you know, him embracing that he's black. That's his choice. He doesn't look white to me. He's just, Rick Reed is a gay man that's just a disgusting pig. But again, I'm not going to say he's less black, or I'm not going to take that man's card away and say, well, you know what, he's not black. Who am I to tell him who's black or not? I can't tell you. I'm not the damn the, the the racial police. And is Barack Obama black? Because he's clearly from an African father and an American white mother. So does that make Barack Obama not black? You get what I'm saying? You know, and the thing is, I can't, with the two content creators going back and forth, it's almost like watching your parents have a divorce. Children are choosing sides. Some will go with the mom, some will go with the dad. I'm that child that want to get Christmas gift from both my parents, so I'm gonna be good at embrace both. It's 2019, exactly. People are people. And you know, that's true. I just can't. People use, I know when people are fighting, they're going to use words to disable you. If I can't tell you how much I've said some words that were derogatory. I'm not proud of that, but I'm being honest. When I've been driving, somebody cut me off before in the past, and I have to be aware of my mouth, because you know, I've called people like, you know, wetback, or, and that's not cool to do that. That's nasty. Calling someone, you know, I know this fat B didn't, you know, or anything. It's all derogatory. It's not cool. And I like them. Damn, bam. Yeah, I like both content creators. But people are wanting the gentleman's panel to jump into the fray, and we're not. We're going to talk about topics that are not pertaining to that. What each person do on their own channel is their choice, but we're not. And my channel, I'm not trying to gear it up to be a messy channel and just, you know, reading and going after people like that. I want to bring more to the spectrum on YouTube. I'm just not, you can say it's boring and whatever, but again, I'm going to be me. You know, it's just ridiculous. Y'all, I need to go jump on this freaking shuttle. Oh, my lid is broke. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I just have to hold it. I appreciate my mods. Listen, y'all are gonna have disagreements, but we can't dwell on that. Let's just keep it moving. Be positive to people. Don't be a person that people just take a breath and be glad that you left the room. Don't be that kind of person that walk in the room and suck all the life out of it. And you have people on YouTube that are just miserable like that. But let me go on and go. Y'all, peace, much love. Thank you, mods, for coming out again. We will talk later. I'm doing my parodies today. Y'all may get 2 parodies. I've been to the Goodwill yesterday. So I'm ready. I'll be doing the parodies again this evening. So y'all will have them tonight. Much love. Peace.